It's all rosy in the beginning, right? You sure had fun times together, deep conversations, phone calls at intervals, intimacy, and a little bit of jealousy. But all of a sudden, these attributes goes down the drain. And now you're wondering what's going on. Don't get me wrong. These things may happen for a while because nobody is actually perfect. But when it becomes a norm in a relationship, then you need to be aware that all is no longer well. So today I'll share with you the 11 signs that should tell you that he doesn't love you anymore. So stay with me. I'll be right back. I am eBay's and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Obviously, his attention has drastically shifted away from you because he's no longer that sweet and loving person you used to know. He's probably distracted by some other lady or he doesn't find you attractive anymore. However, I don't want to talk about why he suddenly changed, but I'll share with you the 11 signs to let you know that he's no longer in love with you. Number 1. Change in prioritization. Before now, he will make you his priority, alright? Everything that concerns you, your desires, he will show concern, but suddenly he will begin to show lack of consideration for your feelings and well-being. He will no more ask you deep questions like he used to do. That's a sign, so you don't need to ignore that. Number 2, avoiding physical contact. He will start avoiding to be very close to you. You know, those things he used to do before now, he will start retrieving himself. He would avoid, hugging and kissing and cuddling. Those things are what spices up the relationship. So if he fails to do that, it should be a sign for you to understand that he no longer loves you. Number 3, lack of interest in your life. He will stop showing interest in your life events, your achievements or concerns, and he won't ask about your day-to-day experiences like he used to do before. Before now, when you're back from work and you guys get to meet each other, he will always want to ask, how did it go? What happened? Who talked to you? Did you have a bad day? Did you have a good day? But you start realizing that these things won't be there again. He won't show those things, those signs anymore. So don't ignore that. It's a sign that he no longer loves you. Number 4, increased irritability. He becomes easily irritated or frustrated with whatever has to do with you, even over small matters. Before now, maybe you wear a dress that is not really nice, alright, that is not really attractive to him. He will simply tell you, hey babe, I don't really like this, but you'll get to realize that he won't tell you anything again. He will just be quiet about everything, and that should let you know that this guy is gradually withdrawing himself from you, and that's to tell you that he doesn't love you anymore. All right. Number 5, no future planning. You get to see that he won't be discussing anything that concerns the future with you. He will not discuss about things like starting a family. He won't discuss about marriage with you. He won't discuss about the future generally with you anymore. So that would be a sign for you to understand that, man, this guy no longer loves you. All right. Number 6, future planning. He would refuse to discuss things pertaining to his future as well. Even when you want to talk about things that concerns the future, he will always kick against it. He will show less concern about it. So that should make you know that he doesn't really care about you anymore. Number 7, disinterest in resolving issues. You will realize that he will no more, be willing to work through problems or conflicts in the relationship. He will choose to avoid you. He will choose to ignore the issues. He won't want to talk about any problem, no matter what it is. He will just let it slide. All right. That's a sign that he's no longer in love with you. All right. Number 8, loss of emotional support. He will withdraw himself from you emotionally. He will stop offering, those comfort and reassurance during difficult times. He will usually want to reassure you that everything will be all right, no matter what the condition is. But when he starts withdrawing himself, from you, he would not want to get involved with you emotionally anymore. So that's also a sign. All right, so take note. Number 9, secretive behavior. He will start being very secretive. He'll start hiding things from you. From his phone calls, He will start hiding the way he talks on the phone. He won't want to make, phone calls in front of you. Probably he's, flirting with some other person. So he would always want to hide it from you. Then he will also want to hide, things that concerns him. He won't want to share things, pertaining to his life anymore with you. So that should also ring a bell and let you know that this guy doesn't love you anymore, all right? Number 10, less time spent together. He's going to withdraw everything about him, all the connection, all the feelings, the time, everything will be reduced drastically. And you will notice that he will not want to make any effort to make these things work again. So when you see that, it's also a signal. Normally, if someone is in love, he would always want to make sure things are right, things are going on well, no matter what happens. Even when he has his own shortcomings, he will always want to make sure everything works out well. All right, but you'll notice that these things will drastically drop. Number 11, and lastly, flirting. He's going to start flirting around. All right, you will notice that he would be more on the phone more than he is with you. All right, so he will spend more time chatting with other people, other women especially. All right, all of a sudden he would become uninterested in you, so he will start flirting around. He'll start cheating on you, and those signs will be very, very glaring. He won't be able to hide them from you, so gradually you'll see them. So when you see those signs, please do not ignore. Do something about it to avoid future heartbreak. So if you find this content useful, please do well to like, comment, also share. You can also click on the subscribe button and the notification button as well, so you can see my subsequent videos. Thanks so much for watching.